What is up, crew? Man, I know it's been like entirely too long. I think August will actually make a year since the last time I actually put out a video. That's crazy, but man, I have a really good reason. A lot of you know, I've talked to a lot of you prior. In grad school, once again, working on another master's at a really hard program for marriage and family therapy, where basically my mornings are in the class, evenings are with clients. So it's been a little hard, but man, you know, just the road to get here has been really different. It's been a lot of pain, a lot of endurance, a lot of persistence, but it just feels good to be making videos again. Kind of like Job said, who am I to take the good and not the evil, or not the bad? So who am I to take the bad and not spread some good? So first off, good thing, I'm at 72 subs. You guys have been putting on for me, even without me posting regularly. 28 subs away from 100. They say the first 100 is the hardest 100, so like, subscribe, send it to somebody, something. Get me those 28, let's go. But yeah, so this whole transformation kind of started in heartache. You know, I went to a guy that I go to church with. We were just praying about it and everything, and you know, he really hit me with some truth. He was like, why are you letting someone in a circumstance dictate who you are? You know what God told you. You know that, you know, what God has put on your heart and placed on your plate right now. Do that. It's like silence all the rest. Kind of be like Daniel in the pit where the lion, you know, is roaring in your ear, but you're just so dead set on what God has put in your life that it is what it is, you know? And he was just like, we had like a really good talk, and he was just like, you know what? I really feel like God is telling you to sit. That's faith, and that's your work, is to listen to what God says, sit in your current situation, and just be active in whatever God puts in your life. You know, and we've been going through this thing where it's been a learning process for me. The whole, you know, when you're looking for guidance, when you're looking for direction, when, you know, you're really trying to do what God says, is to pray about it, to find biblical truth, to kind of sit in silence and just hear what God has to tell you, and to find people who are going to speak that truth into you. You know, and that's something that I had to do. I had to find people who are going to speak the right truth into me that God is telling me at this current juncture. And man, it's probably been one of the best decisions I've made in my life. So the first thing, if you just stay tuned after this video, because I'll have another one coming up, probably the greatest day in my life was May 17th. Like, without a doubt, you're gonna see why, so stay tuned after that. Second thing, you know, and it's not saying all of this like turned around. I went through plenty of days where literally it was class or seeing clients and then come straight home and crying my eyes out and going to sleep. You know, that was my days for a couple of weeks, and it's still my days sometimes now. You know, it's hard to get rid of things in your heart that have really dug in and have roots in your heart, you know? So, going through the emotions, like, I'm doing everything, you know, the people around me are telling me to do, the people that I'm in church with, the people who are spiritually taking up that accountability with me, you know? So, first thing was actually something I never would have expected. So, part of the reason why I haven't been making videos is my laptop is bad. I remember I was at work and my boss comes to me and she's like, hey, you know, one good thing about our school is that when they have extra funding, they want to give it away. She was like, why haven't you responded to my email? And I'm like, what email? She's like, I sent out an email saying, you know, there's scholarships available. And that's a really good thing about my school is when they do have extra money, they try their best to help people out in need. Well, I didn't feel like I was in need. You know, there's plenty of other people who could have took that money and did a lot of great things with it. So she's like, do it anyway. You know, just see. So I go in and I talk to our department head, and he's just like, I've been waiting on you. He was like, so we have some extra money. If you got that money, what would you do with it? And I was just like, I really need a laptop. And I was just like, I just need enough to get a budget laptop. I don't even need that much. Give me a couple of $100 and I'm good. It's like, we'll do more than that. We'll get you enough money where you're gonna get the best computer. So in a few weeks, I'm gonna be getting a new in a few weeks I'm gonna be getting a new laptop. That's one thing less that I have to worry about. So same guy. He comes to me, and I was actually trying to get in the thesis track, which is basically, it's kind of like a fast track if you want to do PhD work to be able to have all the credentials to make you a better candidate. Well, I got denied. A little bummed about it. Whatever. So he comes to me and he's just like, I wanted to catch you before you leave today. So they had a meeting for the thesis track. There was 3 of our professors, and they wanted to find the best candidate. And he was like, we think you are the best candidate, but you already have a master's degree, and that's half the work. He was like, we feel like you're probably the best candidate to not do a thesis track to get into a PhD program. But, and here comes again the really good part. So he's like, what we want to do is, I think you're an excellent writer, and I want to help you. He was just like, over the summer, you and I are going to co-author a published document that's going to go into circulation. It's like, you're going to be the lead author, and I'm just going to be somebody who helped you. So your boy's going to be a published author by the end of the summer, as well as he has a book that he's working on that he wants me to write a chapter in. So 2 things with my name on it. Booyah. So gets even better. A few weeks after that, basically talking to this guy. He's in the 2nd year of our program, and ever since last semester, he's been hitting me up like, dude, you have to get this job. Like, I'm gonna be leaving. I want you to have my job. I ain't even know what he did. And it kind of was like, I don't know if any of you seen the TV show Martin with Tommy. It's like, you ain't got no job, man. I don't know what you do. So, so he comes in, he keeps bugging me about it. So I'm just like, okay, man, like, we'll see. So, I get hit up a few weeks later, by his boss. His boss basically like, Joey's told us a lot of good things about you. Why don't we have a quote unquote interview and see what's up? So as soon as I get to the interview, he's just like, I'm gonna be honest, this isn't really an interview. This is just getting to know you, you getting to know us. And so my interview basically consisted of, what was the questions? It was like my favorite superhero power, tell him my background. And at the end, he's just like, so this is what I want you to do. And once again, here goes the crazy part about, from the earlier in the video. He says, I want you to go home, pray about it, think about it, get in your scripture, talk to those around you who are going to build you up, and, speak that spiritual truth into you using scripture, and hit us up. It's like, so hit him up at the end of the weekend, and he just like, dude, we've been waiting on you. We wanted to hire you from the moment Joey told us, and that wasn't even an interview. It was like, it's yours. So he gets to telling me some of the details. So I'm going to get paid 60 cents less, but I'm going to get more hours. So I'm actually going to be making 2 times than what I'm already making on one of my jobs. And then the really good part, they give scholarships. So I have extra money, and it's over a couple of $1,000 that I'm gonna just have for scholarships for working there. So another one of my biggest fears taken care of. We have to do externships, which was one of the hardest things with my last master's program. Is I had to find an internship on my own, and I was really, really scared about this one because I have to get a certain amount of hours. So I'm really stressing over this. And, once again, thinking about Daniel in the pit with the lion and just saying, this doesn't define me. God said that this is where he wants me. I feel good every time I step into the therapy room. Like, this is me. Like, I found my purpose in life, you know? And it's just even thinking about that, you know, like big grin on my face. And so we're sitting there and it's like, I'm thinking like externship, bad experience. Guys, no lie, I did not apply to any of it or whatever. One of them, you have to interview. They do not hire without interviewing. They did not even interview me. They skipped it. He actually told me they did that on purpose. He goes to my main professor and he's just like, we really want him. Like, no interview, nothing. Put him down. He's ours. Boom. So my other supervisor, who you're gonna hear me talking about it in some other videos, she's so awesome. She's one of my favorite people ever. She's spoken so much life into me recently. She requested me. It's like having people speak positive things into your life, like speak it saying, you know, like, I feel like you're really God-led and you're really doing things the right way. We really love the way you do therapy. We really see the potential in you. Like, so there was one more. The last thing is like, it's probably gonna be the biggest thing if I can get it. So I applied to be a part of this minority fellowship. Basically what it is me working with underserved populations, both minority, LGBTQ, handicapped, pretty much any underserved area. Well, I did it just because I really want to work with that population. Like, that's where I'm going. I want to work with minorities, you know. I want to work with people that look like me, not because there's, you know, a bias or anything. It's because there's a stigmatism. There's a stigmatism in the Black community that seeking mental health is not a good thing. Like, it's, you don't do it. If I get it, which I'll find out this month or next month, I get an almost $10,000 stipend to do whatever, like $10,000. So my plan is to pray on it, silence, biblical truth, and find people around me, because I already have two really big ideas of what I want to do with that money. I'm gonna save it first and foremost. Like, it's not going on anything stupid, but I have two really big ideas, and I have explained it all, but I just really wanted to share with you guys because I know how hard it is to see nothing but bad, to be told nothing but bad, to be spoke of with nothing but bad intentions. And you start to forget that there's positive. Like, you start to forget the promises that God has spoken into your life. And it's just, it's so invigorating. So, goals for the channel. I'm gonna start doing a lot more vlogging. Like I said, after this video, you're gonna find another video. And I have two series that I'm definitely gonna come out with. One is gonna come out Friday, and yeah, we're gonna be in for some fun, and the game is coming back. Cause like I said, a few weeks, laptop will be here. Probably tell that. And I got a big project coming up too. Like, I've been on one. Like, it's falling. Like, the dominoes are falling. But yeah, happy gaming. God bless. Stay geeked up.